Well, folks, we all know that the 2026 World Cup kicks off this summer right here on American soil. There's 16 host cities, 80 matches. It is the biggest single sporting event the United States has ever hosted. And a top German football club, soccer for you Americans, just decided, you know what? We're good. Werder Bremen is a Bundesliga club, four-time German champions, one of the most politically outspoken soccer organizations in Europe too. Because in 2024, they left X because they said the platform, rightfully, had become a forum for hate speech, for far-right posts and conspiracy theories under Elon Musk. They are not a club that makes these decisions lightly. And look, they had a trip planned. In the warm-up to the World Cup, they were going to go to Minnesota. They were going to go to Detroit in May with some friendly matches, all building up the interest in the World Cup here in the United States. And they just canceled their trip. And their head of communications, Christoph Pieper, said in plain language, playing in a city where there's unrest and people have been shot, that does not fit with our values here at Werder Bremen. And then it was unclear for us which players could even be able to enter the United States due to their stricter entry requirements. Of course, the unrest that he's referencing is in Minneapolis. The Operation Metro Surge, the ICE crackdown that ended the lives of two American citizens and possibly more, Renee Good and Alex Preddy, both were taken out by federal agents during enforcement operations in January. Two American citizens taken out by their own government in the middle of a major American city, and the global audience was watching. And the entry requirements he's referencing? U.S. Customs and Border Protection is now screening social media profiles of international visitors, including athletes. And so that you have a professional soccer club with players from multiple countries who've expressed their political opinions about immigration and American politics or even human rights on their Instagram and Facebook. And now they have a policy that says, we don't know which one of these players can get through the door, so we're not going. That's what Werder Bremen is saying. And this is not a small thing. European clubs tour the United States every preseason, every summer. It's one of the most common summer rituals in global football. Teams come here to build their international profile, to make more money, to connect with American fans because it is a growing fan base. And the U.S. has been aggressively positioning itself as a soccer market, obviously landing the World Cup, building the MLS, and hosting all of these preseason tours. Those are important things here to United States sports. And Werder Bremen looked at Minneapolis in 2026 and said, no thank you. And here's the whole connective tissue here. We've done stories about how the World Cup, about how FIFA is scrambling, about how Foxborough is asking who pays for security, about how Trump has threatened to move games from cities he doesn't like, about how international fans are worried about ICE showing up at stadiums. And this is just the next chapter in that story. Professional European sports organization looking at the United States in 2026 and decided that the risk to their players, to their values, to their brand was not worth it. And we know Minneapolis city leaders are saying Metro Surge has already cost the community $200 million. And that's before you count that these teams, these games aren't coming. The tourists aren't booking. The fans aren't flying in. The world is watching, and guess what? It's making other plans. Doesn't it seem like our feeds are getting filled with more and more BS right-wing MAGA content? It's no secret that all these top tech bros are in love with the current regime, so it's no surprise that independent left-leaning media is being squashed by the algorithm. If you like our content and content like us, it doesn't take long to click that thumbs up, share, comment, or subscribe. So please help us keep the truth alive.